Hello guys, you know, Meta is one of the top pay companies, but there are a lot of people recommend not to join Meta. Why is that? Recently I just see one guy post this. Seriously, it will destroy you regardless if you are a few grade or season pro or you have a family or single. The money is an illusion, and they make sure you won't survive to get to that stock. Whether you are a topper or hardworking, do not join Meta. You'll get burned. I'm unemployable. Broken from inside forever. Delete that email from those recruiters. There's a reason they're relentless. No one survive in the Hunger Games. You don't have to volunteer. You have a choice. Don't say you were not warned. So this guy just warned people don't join Meta because you will not survive in Meta, and you will be bro. That's also a big problem. For surviving or not, I think it really depends on which group you join, which team you join. Also depends on what kind of skill and background you have, and also depends on lots. That's very important. I think not all people cannot survive. At least I know a lot of people join Meta. They have been working there for a long time and they are still good. But they just joined a couple of years ago. Maybe the time is different. Right now, maybe it's not a good time. And usually Meta will fire the newcomers because someone just joined Meta. They don't have enough experience to handle their work, and they also are not familiar with their work. Take some time to ramp up, but Meta maybe doesn't allow you to have so much time to ramp up. That's why you will be laying off during a very short time. But this guy said you cannot get those stock. I think at least you can get a first year stock and a first year sign on bonus. Because no matter if you find laid off, sign bonus will not return. Unless you'll resign. If you'll resign on first year, you'll sign on bonus will be returned. And I really know what's the feeling of burning out if you really have too much work. And you will be anxiety. Another definitely thing. You will think is if angers high the deadline or you're urgent, you will feel more anxiety. Because maybe your manager working with you to push this thing down, or if there's a customer chasing you, or if there are some people chasing you, or in a higher level chasing you, that's very stressful. So this kind of scenario, in this kind of scenarios, you might not have time to eat your lunch during the troubleshooting, and you also might not have time to eat your dinner. That means you even don't have time to eat anything during the whole day. And no matter to say, maybe you had the daughter appointment or son appointment, and that day you cannot make it because you are busy on solving problems. Sometimes there's a life call for this. There's like a war room. Some engineers and customer support engineers and some managers, even directors, are in this room and just watch you to solve your problem. That's what the stress come from. And sometimes the problem is hard to solve. You cannot solve a problem in a short time. That's why you got this pressure, right? If you can solve a problem in a short time, you don't have pressure. But the problem is, sometimes we don't have locks. Sometimes we don't have telemetries. Sometimes we don't have sufficient information. Sometimes we cannot reduce the issue. It's just very hard to solve the problem. If a problem lasts more than 24 hours, maybe it means you need to work more than 24 hours continuously. That's very bad experience. Definitely people will be burning out, right? I experience this sometimes, so I know what it's a feeling. I think it's not worse, especially you're old, you have a family. It will impact your well-being, definitely. And it will also impact your family relationship. I just saw a comment of this post. My husband went to Meta, and our family worse increased dramatically. But our family happiness dropped also dramatically. So it will impact your happiness. But like I said, it depends on which team you join. Because the Stone team, maybe they are tired. They just don't need to work very hard. Because maybe they own some big impact business and they can easily lead to make an impact. They don't need to work really hard and just some small work make a big impact. If you are in this team, you are in the winning team, right? So you don't need to worry about it much because impact determine a performance result. So if you have this kind of impact, you don't need to worry about it. And some people just asked if Meta is really toxic. Why there are still a lot of employees working for Meta? Why they don't leave? Because employees in Meta usually they are top employees. Why they also can find a job in other companies. Why they still stay at Meta. Yeah, that's right. Actually, I know a lot of guys worked at Meta for a long time. I think there are a couple of reasons. One reason is, like I said, some things are good. So if you are in this thing, yeah, definitely you don't need to leave. Another reason is money, right? There are a lot of companies, but not too many companies have this kind of pay, and some employees join Meta earlier, and they have stock in very cheaper price, so they don't want to lose their stock. And I think another popular reason is, just because you're too busy, you don't have time to interview. You might have time to interview, but even Meta employee, they also need to prepare interview. They can pass interview. Otherwise, maybe they also cannot pass interview, so they need to have time to prepare. However, their work already burned them out. How can they have time to prepare the interview? They can't, right? That's why Meta employee also cannot pass interview. Maybe some of them also wanted to leave, but they just cannot pass the interview because they don't have time to prepare the interview. So if they cannot pass interview, they cannot get the offer. So how can they leave? So they have to stay at Meta. Actually, that's already a good scenario. They at least can stay at Meta. Some guys burn out and they cannot have enough good performance. They just being laid off. That's a bad scenario. Actually, even this guy posted this message to persuade people don't join Meta. But I believe thousands of the guys want to join Meta because Meta still a good pay company. Even scan company, there are a lot of people joining, no matter to say a good company matter. At least there lays free food, free lunch, free dinner, free snacks, and good pay. If you have time, Meta also have a lot of entertainment facilities. And I think for young people, Meta is still worth to join. But for the old people, you don't have time, you have family, you have kids. Maybe you need to think about it. If you have other choice, maybe try other choice first. Okay, thanks for watching. See you next time.